welcome to more Super Mario 3D World! Let's go ahead and take a huge chunk out of World Castle. But first, let's go and get this stamp from the Sprixie house. Might as well always do this, very easy. And I have no idea why it gives you 4,000 points, it just does. So let's get that Sprixie sticker, I think that was the blue one from World 6. And let's actually go to a stage here. Of course, just because we went inside and got a stamp, they gotta save the game. Because it would be very, very, very tragic if we lost our data and didn't have that stamp anymore. We had to go back inside there, wow. Okay, so let's go on to World Castle 2, Switchback Ruins. I think for this one I'm gonna pick, you know, let's pick Mario, because I actually have, each stage coming up I have someone I already want to play, and none of them include Mario, so I'm gonna go ahead and play him in this one, just to get things out of the way, or just we have a good variety here. And this one, as you can tell, is going to be all about not being able to see very well, but they give us plenty of fire flowers here, and we can use those to light things up. We're also going to have these switches, which we can use the touchpad to very easily hit. Instead of walking on them, I just find it much easier. Like I said, lots of fire flowers. They just give you a ridiculous amount of them here. We can also use that to light these torches. Let's see if I can do this before I get hit. Come on! Oh! Dang it. It's alright, I'm not even worried about losing that because we're going to get plenty more. So we got that one figured out. I guess I could walk and just do them on foot as well, but I'm kind of lazy. So let me just run over here real quick, get my fire flower put on. This will actually help because we can actually kill these guys with it. There we go. And back here we do want to light all these torches. I think this will give us a green star. And yes it will, so we got that. What the heck? What was that green smoky stuff? I don't know, but we got the green star there. Let's go ahead and grab the checkpoint and get another fire flower. Because 2 was not enough already. We'll go over here, get the second green star. Very easy one to find. And let's see. I think this one's going to have a fire piranha plant right in the middle. So I got to do this before he comes out. There we go. And last one. Ah! Dang it. Oh, I guess you can't touchpad it when you're standing on top of it. I did not know that. Well, we got it. I didn't take any damage there, which is good. Okay. Go ahead and kill off these spinies. Lighting these torches is not very important. There's another fire flower. Just ridiculous. But there's like 6 torches right here. Lighting them is not important, aside from being able to see, which is nice. Let's go stand on this. We'll go right across. We still have to get the stamp and the last green star. The stamp is going to be right over here. If I can actually make the jump without dying, which I did. And right here, guys, is going to be a very cleverly hidden Luigi. If we touch on the gamepad, you can see we can actually spawn some light. And if we spawn that light right over here, there he is. So that's a really clever one. I like that a lot. But let's move on. Let's see if I can jump back across here. You know what? Let's wait for the platform. Because Mario, not the best jumper in the world. I guess having Peach would have been pretty nice for that. Let's go ahead and get all these. Okay, I took some damage, but that's alright. I don't really need the fire flower for anything at this point. So let's just wait for these platforms to come back. I could just jump across with the roll jump. You know what? Let's do that. Just being dangerous here for no reason. But before we go inside that pipe, I do want to go back here, hit the block, and that'll give us a little platform to stand on so we can go and get this green star. And that is going to wrap up this stage. Let's go get the end. So we just have to watch out for the fire plant guy right up there, but it shouldn't be too tough. This is one of the easier flagpoles to get the top of, because we can just, boom, jump right across. And yes, I know I say boom pretty much every time I'm at the end of the stage, but it's become a habit at this point, so I'm just going to keep rocking it. But there we go, we actually got Mario some representation in this video. The rest is all going to be other characters, like I said. Not going to be much random in this one. Actually, there's probably going to be no random. Or maybe on, like, one thing coming up. But for the most part, it's just going to be specific characters. Because, like I said in the past, if there's ever a character that's going to be useful for a stage, I will use them. And coming up is just a lot of stuff that has very useful characters. So let's go ahead and go into World Castle 4, Boiling Blue Belly Belt. And for this one, I'm actually going to pick... let's see, I think I want to pick... Let's go with Luigi. I think he'll be pretty useful. Let's go with Peach. Peach is going to be fantastic here, so we'll go with her. So this one's going to have these little platforms that spawn out of the lava. So having her to be able to hover and all that good stuff is going to be pretty nice. Let's just go across here. Oh my gosh, the bully's getting in the way now, isn't he? Well, we'll have to wait for these to come back. And here we go. Let's just not bring these enemies with us, please. Okay, so we're going to get this. And I'm not going to run around the center. I'm actually going to just go ahead and try to touch them. So I'll use my touchpad real quick. And got him. Now, one secret, if you actually get into the center block and ground pound, you can get a Tanuki power-up, so that's very, very handy. It comes in fantastic. What does that even mean? Comes in very handy for this stage. And we do have another hidden Luigi coming up right here. You can kind of slightly see him if I can get this guy out the way. You can see Luigi kind of on the sides of the rollers. So that's where he is in this one. And I just killed him again. Take that. So pretty much every roller in the stage does have the Luigis. But I got to go all the way across there. Don't know if I can make that without these platforms, so I'll wait for them. There we go. Let's just go on across. And you can see now that we have Peach with the Tanuki, we can make these jumps no problem. And watch the power of the spin jump right here, guys. Boom. Boom. Bully is defeated. We'll just get dropped right out here. Don't even have to wait for these again. We can jump right over them. So all we have to do is get one more green star, and we will be done with this stage pretty much. And we can just jump right over these. Don't even have to wait for them, even though they were already out anyways. That's why I love Peach sometimes. She's just fantastic at certain jumps. A level like this really lends themselves well to Peach's floating ability. Oh, grab that. Don't get it. Thank you. Let's just go right across. And there we go. That's pretty much it. So we'll go down the pipe right here. Now, there's one thing I want to point out at the end here. Is there's going to be these 3 bullies. You can actually jump that gap using Peach with a Tanuki. All you have to do is do a spin jump like that, and you'll make it right across. You can also do it with Luigi, I think even with pretty much any character. However, we don't have a cat suit, so if I do that, I won't really be able to get to the top of the flagpole. So I'm going to go ahead and defeat these guys. Pretty simple, because that will spawn some platforms for us here. Now let's go get the top. If I can actually make it in time. And boom! Got it! So we've finished off 2 pretty big stages so far. We've got a couple of little things coming up though. So you might have noticed right outside of the stage there was a little pile of rocks to our side. And as is the case, pretty much every time you see those rocks, there is going to be a hidden area in there. So let's go back to the world map, save our game, and we'll go ahead and hit that pile of rocks. And we are just flying through this. I think we're going to finish off World 7 next episode. This one and the next one might be a little bit on the long side, but I'm alright with that. I do want to wrap this world up. So right here we spawn 2 bosses. So we're only going to do one of those today. We'll do the one on the left, and we'll do the one on the right next time. But let's go ahead and open up this pipe. And we're going to head inside for another Fire Bros hideout. This is number 4. As far as I know, this is the last one. So let's go ahead and wreck it. I guess for this we'll do random. This one's not too important for character. Hey, we get Mario again. All right. So we got a whole bunch of them to deal with here. This is where things get crazy. But it's going to be fine. As long as we just dodge all their fireballs, it's not really much they can do about it. We've already taken it down to just 2. Ow, when I get hit right at the end, lose my Tanuki power-up. That's all right. We don't need that crud. I'll be fine. So let's move on. I think we're going to do the left boss like I said. This one also doesn't really have any character I particularly care to use, so we'll be fine just going with random once again. So we're going to go up to 185. Not bad. Less than 200 to go. We're almost halfway done. I think we'll be halfway done by the end of this episode, which is pretty awesome. Or actually not quite. I think we'll be 1 off from halfway, because 190 should be the halfway point. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to Brolder. Blockade is back. Yes, we fought both of these bosses before, but they're back for another round. So we're going to get Luigi here. Right on. Let's go ahead and hit this. Throw him right over there. Okay. Oh, crud. I want to try to hold on to these. Ow, looks like he's going to break that one. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the firepower right here, just so I have an extra hit. Because I don't want to get killed. That would suck. So I don't mind if I lose my firepower up. That'd be totally fine. We still have a Toad House in this world that we haven't accessed. So if it comes to that, then I'll do it. So go ahead and wait for him to roll, I guess, and we'll get those guys to spawn, get that last hit. And here we go. Let's go bonk, and we got him. So Brolder Blockade is back. Brolder Blockade is defeated once again. Good job, Luigi. Now for the next one, I think this one I actually want to use Toad. Normally, whenever there's a stage that I want to use a particular character for, it tends to be Luigi or Peach for the high jump or for the floating ability, but right up here with this one, having Toad's faster run speed will come in a bit handy, which you will see in a bit. This is a pretty short level, though, but that's alright. Let's just go. So we'll go right in, Castle 5, Trap Tower. So let's go right over to Toad if I can find him. There you are. So we do want to get a cat power-up, which I think will be right up here. Can Toad actually jump up that? No, his jump's a little bit too short, but I think if I do a charge jump, we should be fine. Forget using those platforms over there, I'm too lazy. So we'll go grab this cat power. Can I make it in time? Come on! Yeah! So what I want to do is get to the top, climb right over here. We're going to get a green star, as well as a hidden Luigi. Kind of hard to see, it's a little bit subtle, but that wall next to me is a giant hidden Luigi. So there it is. We can also climb right up here, get a stamp, So we just got a stamp, a hidden Luigi, and a green star all at once, and we're about to get the second green star right here. You can see what I mean, that this stage is very short. So right there, we've already got the second green star. So this next area down here is pretty much all there is left of this stage. So let's take this little trolley down. And I could jump off. You know what? Screw it. Let's jump off. Be crazy. I think I'm going to survive. Please tell me I'm alive. Got it. Let's grab the checkpoint. Let's move on. We no longer need the cat power up at this point, but it is still nice to have because it lets us reach our max run speed a little bit quicker. So we got to gather all these keys to unlock that box that was back there, and I've already lost it. That's all right. It's actually probably a good thing I lost it so I can show off something coming up here. Let's go ahead and kill that guy off. Grab this. Now, for the third green star, you actually have to break these blocks right here, but a lot of people think you can only do that if you have the cat power-up. That is not true. You can actually tap it. So even if we lose the cat power-up, we can do that, and you might not be able to fit, but you can just roll right inside, or you can just crouch down, and there we go. So no cat power-up required. We got it. Let's grab this key and go in here and get the last one. And this is why I wanted Toad for his fast run speed. We have to run all the way back down to the bottom while getting chased by some crazy poison gas. So let's go. Faster run speed comes in very handy for this. Also, whenever you're on those slopes, don't forget you can crouch to slide down, which is very nice. Let's just go right down. And there we go. Whoa! The slides. Pretty much any character will be able to do that, no problem. I just like to use characters that might be slightly useful, even if it doesn't really matter that much. Let's just spin jump to the top, and we actually got it. Awesome. I was kind of nervous about not getting that without the cat power-up, but we got it. Everything's well in the world. So, I guess we have finished off 3 stages as well as 2 little bosses. So I think we're going to call things here, guys. We'll come back next episode and finish off World Castle. I'll see you guys then. Take care.